Yes, ladies and gentlemen, happy Tuesday morning. And it finally happened, y'all. It finally happened. I knew it was going to happen one of these days, but it finally happened today. I'm a solo artist until further notice. Sexy Mo has some things to do with her superhero son. Jay Black is running behind, and Steve Chung is not here. So yes, it finally happened. It's just you and me. I might as well go on Instagram Live. It's just you and me. So shout out to everybody out there who's rocking. I don't know how long I can hold this down. I just don't know how long I can hold this down. But I had things to talk about. For those who don't know, on Mondays, I rock out with Jonesy on 94.7 The Block. That's why we do Tuesdays through Friday. And I had it all set up. I said, oh, we're gonna talk about Lauryn Hill. Like we talked about it on Jonesy's show. I said, yeah, I'm gonna talk about that on the show. I'm gonna make sure I touch on some other things. I see the comments are out here. Morning, Stacy. Morning, Nikki White Chocolate. Afro Queen. Good morning. Everybody out there. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm a solo artist, people. I get to play. I just get to play by myself. And listen, if your comments are backed up and you're like, I'm making comments, it's because it's just me. It's just Michael Shawn by myself. I don't know how long this is going to go down. I don't know how long I can make it happen. I know Mo legit, she had to take care of some things. When the kid gets sick, the kid gets sick. And God bless. I know how that feels. Especially my single parents out there who ain't got a, co-partner who can actually just be like, I got it. I'll take, little man or baby girl to the hospital or to the doctors, whatever. So I'll be doing this, playing. I gotta play the sound effects when I'm excited, or if I need this, or if I need my favorite music, that mellow music that I play. But you gotta understand, then I gotta go back and I gotta flip. Let me take y'all behind the curtain. Shout out to the curtain behind me. Then I gotta go over here, and then I gotta hit your comments. Thank you, Nikki White Chocolate, aka the Slick Talker. So it's Tuesday, and the Lauryn Hill situation, I'll get into that. Oh, first, I'll tell you about my night when Jay Black gets on here, because I need his reactions. I think I got punked. Y'all. But it wasn't like I got threatened. I just didn't want to be a part of a situation. And at this age, I no longer want to be part of situations that even have the potential to lead somewhere. So I don't know how y'all feel about it. Y'all, this is what I'll do. Before I get into Lauryn Hill, this is what I'll do. I'll tell you. So Monday morning, I wake up early in the morning, like 3:40 in the morning, head on to New York to do Jonesy's show. And shout to Jones, Odyssey, 94.7 The Block. Stacey Mitchell, I know you up on it. And anybody can check it on the app and all that good stuff. So when I get there, there's a food truck open, and I just want to get a small cup of coffee. That's all I want to do. Just get a small cup of coffee. No big deal. So this guy in front of me, and I'm looking at my phone, doing what you shouldn't be doing in these streets. You shouldn't be all gazed in your phone, but I'm gazed in my phone because it's just me, him. There's the guy in the food truck. There's another food truck like next to us. They're like in a corner. They got everything surrounded. So I'm just waiting, and I hear intensity in the voice of the guy, the customer who's ordering his stuff. I don't know exactly what he said. I just know whatever he said, he wanted it on a croissant. So in New York City, when you order something in New York City, in Philly, y'all know, like I know, you got to be loud. Everybody needs to be aggressive with their order to get it right. So he says, I need a croissant with so-and-so, 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 and so-and-so. So the guy in the food truck repeats what he says. So what you're saying is, you need so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so. He said, yes. The guy said, so-and-so, 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 and so-and-so, on a croissant. Yes. Seems like it's gonna go all good. Guy makes it coming, and I'm looking as the guy's doing the order. I was like, "Yo, when you get a chance, I just need a small coffee. That's all I need. A small coffee, some sugars and creamer. That's all I need. Just that. That's all I need. That's all I need from this situation." And the guy gets a sandwich. He starts digging in his pocket to pay, and he looks, and I think he took a bite, and he was like, "Yo, this is not what I ordered." It's a Jay Black's in the building. What up, Jay? What's going on?
Yo.
All right, good. You can control the comments, and I feel like I got to tell the whole story all over again, but no, I don't have to do the whole thing. Oh, the applause went away. What happened? We got a whole bunch of stuff that went away, but we'll talk about it later. So and RG Parker said, "Glad you made it." So anyway, I'm at a food truck. Just a quick brief recap of Jay Black. I'm at a food truck. I think I got punked yesterday, Jay. I'm at a food truck, and the guy in front of me orders a sandwich and specifically asks for things on a sandwich. The guy in the food truck says, "Cool." He repeats it. They do it twice. All I remember is that the guy said at the end, he had to be on a croissant. That's all. That's all. Thank you. Thank you so much. I see it now. Wow, I see a whole bunch of stuff on in there. So when he gets the sandwich after they repeated it twice, but all I remember is croissant, the guy says, "I'm not paying for this." And now he gets aggressive. Now it's what time is it? It's 5:30 in the morning. It's just me, this guy in front of me, and the guy in the food truck. I'm just saying how my night went. And the guy's like, "I'm not paying for this." And dude's like, he said, "But why?" And he's like, "Because I said this, and it." Now, what I do recognize is that is not what he said. That's not what he said on the first order, and he repeated it twice. But all I technically heard, because I was I was minding my business, was croissant. So the guy's like, "I'm not paying for this," and the guy says, "Sir, you're going to have to pay for this. You told me, and I asked you twice, and you repeated it twice, right?" And I'm minding my business. I've now taken a half a step back. I said, the more videos I see, the more I'm like, this is not my sandwich. All I need is a small coffee with some sugars and creamer. That's all I need. So the dude and him start going back and forth. It's getting louder and louder. The dude, the customer says, starts calling him a liar. You fucking lying, son. You a fucking liar. He says, "How can you call me a liar? I'm not the only one who heard you." And I know it's coming. He heard you too. And I'm like, oh, I'm on my phone. "Sir, did you not? I made him repeat it twice." And he's right. But I don't want to get in this. Like, I don't want any problems with this situation. First of all, I don't need to be near any activity that could lead to the cops coming. I don't need no activity. I'm good. So I told him, I said, "Listen, I really wasn't paying attention. All I'm here is I just need a small coffee with some sugar and 2 creamers. That's all. I don't even know." And I made a mistake. All I heard was croissant. I made, and the Indian, whatever he is, I don't know. He's like, "That's exactly what you said, croissant." I didn't know. I wasn't paying attention that this was all beef over the croissant.
Oh.
So I'm like, so the dude, when I said all I heard was croissant, he looks at me and says, "That's not what the fuck." Now he cursing at me.
Oh, now you involved.
And I said, "No. Jay, I looked at homie and I said, "You're wildin'." I walked away. I didn't even say bye to her. I just said, "You're wildin'. I ain't got time for this right now." And I went to the other food truck because I didn't know you remember.
What happens next is you ain't talking to me. Well, what you gonna do? Now it's all right. Now I'm testing hearts. So now it's gonna be with you on papers. You can't really do that.
I'm nipping all this in the bud. I'm not doing any of this. All I looked at him, I said, "Yo, you're wildin'." And I just turned around. I went to the other food truck. So I go to the other food truck, and Doug, I swear, the other food truck, because they're so like Hot 97. Remember, they would be in a corner. There'd be 2 food trucks on the corner. Like they'd be kind of next to each other. When I go to the other food truck, the other food truck dude had heard everything going on. When I get there, he has the cup of coffee for me ready. He's already heard what's been going on. And he's like, that'd be $2, $3, whatever the hell it is. And I was like, yo, how'd you know? He said, yo, we don't even serve that dude. That's why he doesn't even come to our food truck. We banned him from even coming to the food truck. That's his normal every 2-3 times a week of arguing about something. And he said, I don't even know if his objective is not to pay, but it's always the same thing. He said, an old dude will take anybody. I don't take anybody. So anyway, that was my Monday morning. That started the whole situation off. That was the Monday morning. But the show went good with Jonesy. Shout out to Jones. Show went well. Everything went fine. But
Good.
It's the T.O.L. Yeah, it's the T.O.L. guys, girl. And it was just the T.O.L. guy.
But it's crazy how things can escalate so quickly. Because now once your manhood is tested, you can't back down like in some aspects. So you got to either go hard or just nip it in the bud. You decided to nip it in the bud.
I refuse to get into an emotional situation that I have to explain. And I'm going to have to explain to somebody it all started because somebody ordered a sandwich that was supposed to be on a croissant, but he claimed it wasn't on it. I said, no. I was so proud of myself too. I said, man, I'm so glad.
You're wilding. I'm out.
You're wilding. I said, there ain't no way in the world I'm sitting here and have this conversation. And with all the videos that we're seeing, and I did have the whole video for the thing that happened in the projects, the tragic shooting of the father and the son over the noise thing. And there were other people. There were other people who agreed with the woman distracting him, but they were more ignorant than you.
No, I just didn't. I didn't vocalize the ignorance, but the distraction for those who missed it. We played that clip, and the wife distracted him. And
but we had to remind everybody that the two people in essence died, and then the argument was everybody was like. Then the debate was most people were like, "Dog, he brought that gun for a reason. He brought that gun with him for a reason."
Well, you keep it on you at all times.
Yeah, but when you go into a complaint, when you're going to complain about something and somebody puts a scissors. Anyway, there were a lot of different, but at the end of the day, everybody was like, this is the moral of the story was, this is why you can't get involved in shit like this no more.
Yeah, arguments can escalate quick. Real quick.
So everybody, listen, man. This is the day. This is the day and time we're walking away. I'm telling you,
rage can escalate real quick. Quickly, now you start following somebody, or somebody following you, and now you pulling over, and yeah.
And the worst person to follow, is a scared person who has a gun. That you're gonna follow somebody on road rage with a scared person that now has a license to have a gun. That is a whole different ball. But people, man, please, people are dying in baseball stadiums and football stadiums over arguments over a sport that y'all not getting paid for.
Yeah.
They dying in the stands. Like, do you know how ridiculous that sounds to actually like why he died? Because he was a Cowboy fan. But like, how do you even explain this to people? But anyway, that was my morning, so I got to get into this stuff. How was your night last night, Jay Black?
Night was good. Still riding high on my Eagles victory. 8-1. Football season is here. Today is what Big Brother came on, special show. Yeah, everything good. TV's good, family's good, sports good. She making me get out and vote today. I don't know who I vote for, unless Democrat. But she's telling me it's important. This one is important, and people don't talk about it. Lady Q telling me this, so she's making me get out and vote for those. There's voting for everybody, right?
Yeah, I mean Dallas, they have a voting.
Jersey got a vote. Dallas.
Yeah. I just want to know when was the last time? There's no shot at Lady Q because she's being responsible. When's the last time election wasn't important? When's the last time you heard somebody like, yo, you ain't got to vote for this? This one ain't important. They're always important.
No, because we look at it as the presidential ones, the ones that are, you ain't seen a bunch of, like, it ain't been the same hype. Now, if Trump was up right now against Biden, it'd be everywhere. But so she's saying that these little elections
these little elections are crucial. But my thing is, when is the last time? These little elections always happen. They've always happened. And I've never heard somebody go, yo, you ain't got to vote for this one. We're good. Everything's good. Don't even worry about it. There's always this one.
Because most people, I ain't gonna say most, a lot of people only vote for the big ones, and they don't vote for these smaller ones, these ones that actually count, because that's how you get control of the I guess the House and the Senate and your councilmen's and I don't understand it.
There's all
half the
types of
time, too.
shenanigans. There's all
I just
types
know
of scams.
I'm voting at 7:59 p.m. Ain't that right before the cutoff? What in the world?
Go ahead. You push it. You one of my favorite people at the UPS mail store coming in at 6:29 talking about I got an international package.
I'm here.
I'm here. Y'all still open.
Y'all still open.
y'all still open. I got to get into that NFL thing because it's just me and you because and I'm gonna say it and everybody's scared to say it, but the shit has to be said. It's very hard to watch NFL knowing that these officials are dictating these games. And it's so in our face that I've come to the conclusion that the only sport that I can trust is wrestling. It's the only sport that I can trust that tells me
WWE, the fake
WWE is the only sport I can trust because they let me know that this is for entertainment purposes.
Okay.
They're the only sports that I can't trust boxing. I just watched a whole documentary on a guy who helped fix, like, he says, I may have fixed 1,000 fights, but I'm going to keep it medium to 500 fights. And then pointed out there was a fight with Mike Tyson and Peter McNeely. Remember the white guy they had?
I remember that guy. Yeah.
Peter McNeely, allegedly, his trainer and everything. There was a bet that Vegas had a line that it was $1 million that the fight wouldn't go 90 seconds. The trainer jumped in the ring and stopped the fight at 89 seconds. And the guy said, I was in Puerto Rico. And he said, send somebody you trust so you can get this money. And he sent somebody he trusted, and he said, and that paid for my son's college tuition. All of it. Now, let me get back to what a bunch of liars this league has turned into. I'll give you an Eagles-Dallas game because that's a perfect scenario on how the officials make sure that these ratings for a game, because the Eagles and the Cowboys are two of the most highly TV-rated teams in the NFL. Let me tell you how obvious they are and how sloppy they are now. And I'm going to make this quick for people who aren't sports fans, who aren't football fans. When the Eagles kick the ball at the end of the game, the Cowboys get the damn ball with like 46 seconds left and no timeouts.
0 timeouts.
Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to get 3 pass plays at best to try and get a Hail Mary set up, at best. The officials say, oh, no. The officials helped drive the Cowboys down. It was so ridiculous. And everybody knows I'm not an Eagle fan. They helped drive the Cowboys down to the 6-yard line on calls.
Roughing the passer. He tapped him in the back. Yeah. That was the one I was like, wait a minute.
So then it gets better.
Hold up.
Now they're going to make it more interesting. The Eagles do their part. They get a sack. Now the refs throw a flag. They're so sloppy with how they throw these flags. The announcers don't even know what to say because they're like, well, what did they?
They may pick it up.
The announcer, I quote him, literally said, well, maybe it was an illegal formation and they didn't check in with the ref. What do you mean, maybe? This is a $1 billion business. You're going to tell me somebody's not going to tell you, the announcer in your headset, that's what? No. So what happens? The officials literally create the perfect ending to a game. The Cowboys have one last play to try and get in the end zone. And now they look at the players and go, y'all play. Now y'all can decide it.
Now
we've done our job.
We got you down here. The drama is here.
And action. So I'm watching plays now that I'm going, it's not going to happen in my lifetime. But somebody is going to blow the whistle on this. No pun intended. Like, y'all are blatant on what you call, and what's happened is that the officials are allowed to be subjective. Every time I watch, I'll keep it Eagles so you won't think I'm biased. AJ Brown, every time I watch him catch a contested pass, right? The defensive back is grabbing on him just about every time. But it's not pass interference. But you're not supposed to be touching each other after 5 yards, correct?
Facts.
They
unless
don't
it's
care.
incidental contact. But I get what you're saying. NFL seems to be rigged at times.
It's
It
subjective,
does.
and they
It
know
does.
how to give themselves that funny area. Well, no, because now everybody just says they're jostling back and forth as long as it's not now it's as long as it's not blatant. Then the Giants play Buffalo and it is blatant, right? And the announcer goes, well, they did call a pass interference the last play. Also, if they call a pass interference the last play, they can't. I said, you guys,
I guess they're calling it a tight game. This one, yeah. As
you
long as they're consistent.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man. It is very hard to watch games. You have to ignore what is blatantly in your face. And I love watching Peyton Manning and Eli Manning because they say some funny things. They say some things that are so accurate, but people just take it as jokes, and they ain't joking. All right, so that was my football rant. And sorry, y'all, if y'all not into football, but I'm just telling you right now, you'll see. You'll see when I'm right. You'll see when stories come out and the NFL tries to suppress it and all that other good stuff. And people are like, the NFL is making too much money to actually do that. No, the NFL is a $1 billion business that needs to make more billions. And that's why they're about to have a franchise in a few years overseas. They're going to have 2 franchises in England and in Germany. And they're already talking about having a Super Bowl out there that's not going to be in America. So I'm telling you, dog, this ain't nothing but a business. This is entertainment.
All about making money.
That's all.
Just like your new OnlyFans page restarting.
It's like my new OnlyFans page. It's all about making money. It ain't got nothing to do with morals. It ain't. Listen, if I gotta shoot, if I gotta lower my moral standards, then it is what it is. Cause Magic, Mailman Mike, Mailroom Mike, Mail Store Mike is about to pop. I seen y'all.
You said Magic Mike. You said somebody looking for Magic Mike?
See, I'm coming over here to look for Magic Mike. Where Magic Mike at? Let's see. I want Magic Mike. Where Magic Mike? Let me see. Magic Mike here? Hello? Is Magic Mike here?
Magic Mike?
Magic Mike.
No.
I need to see Magic Mike.
3 o'clock.
He ain't here? Magic Mike ain't here. Ooh, child, you telling the Stacey Mitchell Experience was here to see him.
2:30. It's only 2:28.
Oh, okay. All right, man.
I may be wrong. He might be coming.
Okay, Magic Mike. I was here to see Magic Mike, but he ain't here. Okay, y'all. Yeah. You see?
Still talking about it.
All right, Magic Mike.
They still talking about Stacey Mitchell Experience. They still talking about
Magic Mike. Who walks into somebody's job talking about, so where's Magic Mike? I'm looking for Magic Mike. That's hilarious in itself.
The monotony that broke up. Shout to Stacey Mitchell. You're crazy for real, but I love it. But I love it because everybody, I be trying to tell these people at my job, y'all be trying to play like y'all loud. Y'all not. Y'all don't know what really being extra 13 eggs in a dozen really is. Mike gonna be doing some strange for a little piece of change. Oh, man, listen, I'm going all in. Just make sure you subscribe. Don't sit here and diss me and don't subscribe. Don't you dare. Make sure you get that $1.99 a month, and so I can pay attention to my subs. Look at me trying to act like I know what the fuck subs are. They were clocking your time. Yeah, they know I get there.
But they're not supposed to give out your time, because say if Stacey want to do bodily harm to you, and they telling your schedule, yo, he on his way, he be here by 3 o'clock. One lady said 2:30. But that was a bit much.
It's my job to look out. That's why you gotta keep your head on the swivel. You can't be at the food truck with your face in their cell phone. All right, we don't have the which one do we want to get into?
I don't even know what you're talking about. I know I had a couple things there. I don't know where you going.
Well, you got something. If you got something, place it up, because I got this Lauryn Hill thing is irritating my soul. And we don't have the audio, but
I can play the Lauryn Hill. Yeah, I got the Lauryn Hill.
Oh, you got the Lauryn? Yeah, play the Lauryn Hill, because we talked once again. I was on Jonesy's show yesterday. We talked about
this. If I was your crazy ex, yeah.
Hey, that's why you can't play in these streets no more. You can't play in these streets no more. Can't play in.
So Lauryn Hill addressed the crowd because she's always late.
Because she's always late. So let's play, because the more I saw it, the more it just irritated me. I don't know why.
I don't do it because they let me do it.
Yo, y'all lucky I make it on this blood rise stage every night.
I don't do it because they let me do it. I do it because I stand here in the name of God, and I do it.
Oh, she's late in the name of God.
They go to Rager. They go to Rager.
Who surrounded me with family and community when there was no support, when the album sold so many records, and no one showed up and said, hey, would you like to make another one?
What we got to do with that? Can you stop it right there? Can you stop it right there? Can you stop it? There's so much to unpack. What do we have to do with you not releasing an album after releasing one of the greatest albums I've ever heard? Like, this is not us. This ain't and you.
So
people,
recap what she just said. She said she's not late because she can do it. She's late because she chooses to. Because it's God.
She's like, you
God.
basically, she said, you're lucky I even make it on this blood clot stage. We're lucky. We're lucky. So this is where let me do it slowly. We're told to give our legends their flowers. So what do? Concerts across the country that's demos are like 40 and over, 35 and older are selling out all over the country. Why? Because we are giving our people that we consider our icons in our generation their flowers. We're giving them their flowers. Now you get up there and say, yeah, keep that on there because that's very good, that comment. Now you're saying you're lucky I even make it on stage. So you got people who are working 2 and 3 jobs who are paying a lot of money to go to your concert. And for whatever reason, the lateness happens. Whatever. Maybe it's not your fault in some cases. Maybe
2 to 3 hours late every show, but go ahead.
So now you're telling us we're lucky that we spent the money that we are struggling to make. And we're lucky. We're lucky to have you. We're lucky to have you. Then you go into your rant that has nothing to do with us. We had nothing. We were not in the boardroom record label meetings when it was going down about your next album. It's been a mystery to the average civilian why you never made another album after Miseducation. We don't get it. I don't know if there was an album attempt years afterwards. I don't know. That ain't got nothing to do with us, Lauren.
It is kind of weird though, because that album was a smash hit. Why didn't they say, hey, let's do another follow-up? Usually you get another album. Like that was weird. So it's something missing there.
Yeah, and there's something missing. Not only is there something missing there, it's something we ain't got nothing to do with.
Yeah, the fan. Yeah.
All we're doing, and before I continue, Lauryn Hill saved, and I'm gonna be clear with this. When I went to the 50 Years of Hip Hop concert in Yankee Stadium, it was a great concert. The only problem is you had people over 40 in Yankee Stadium from 2 o'clock in the afternoon till after 1 o'clock in the morning, which is what made it tough on Nas when he performed. Because when he got on stage, he didn't get on till 12 something, and the crowd was exhausted. The crowd, that 50,000 people was no longer 50,000, even though it was close to at that point. Everybody was exhausted. So Nas was giving the show that he normally gives, and Nas is a legend. But the crowd ain't rocking because the crowd been there since 2 in the afternoon. When Lauryn Hill came out on stage, she saved the whole thing. Like, it turned all the way up. People were so shocked to see Lauryn Hill. They all went, they were like, yo, Lauren's here. So I want to give you, once again, all the flowers in the world. But Lauren, you can't deflect the nonsense that people are having to deal with when they go to your concerts. Like, you can't deflect. This is childish. I'm not the one who put the time on the ticket. I'm not the one who said doors open at this, performance starts at this. And we didn't do that. We just followed rules and went to the concert. And you want to literally deflect your lateness by taking shots, and the people who are sitting there cheering,
they clapped when she said that.
You
lucky I'm here.
You are gaslighting somebody who is literally cursing you out. She's talking to you.
Morning, Tosh.
Which is what Jonesy said yesterday. When she says you, she's talking to you while you go ahead, girl. Yeah. Come on. That was before the tour. Now let her do that. But I don't listen, man. I love Lauryn Hill. But you got to be real careful on how these stray shots get shot at us for no reason. And if you want to take direct shots on why your album didn't happen, and why a album to one of the most successful in that year, she smashed every album that was out. That year, that album was getting played on radio for probably 3 years.
And nobody would give her a deal. I guess she's under contract. I'm about to say, because I figured We the Worst record. Somebody would have gave her a deal.
Somebody would have signed her.
Somebody would have signed her to a follow-up album.
Like, or what any dilemma you had, that was on you between you and the record label.
So she's bitter at the industry.
I guess.
She's very bitter. And she got emotional. She was crying and looked like, I don't know.
Or could it be Robert Glacier, jazz musician? I hope I'm saying his name right. Had an interview where he said, you know what, it's crazy because, you know, he gave a whole dilemma that he had with Lauren, but then he broke down, she ain't right, Miseducation. This is his words. I know the people who wrote Miseducation and made that album. She didn't.
But do we even care that she didn't?
No, but my thing is, maybe that's why the second album was so hard for it to actually happen. Because you didn't make the first one. I don't know. I just don't. I don't know why we have to catch the heat when we're just doing what we were told we were supposed to be doing. All I know is getting to a show at 10:30 from when you was there at 7 is wild.
Yeah, Ty said in Atlanta they was there at 7 o'clock. We'll start at 7. She got there at 10:30. She said, "You lucky I'm here though, Tosh. You better be lucky." And you stayed in your seat, didn't you? Because you paid your money.
You better be lucky, damn it. You better appreciate the fact that I'm even here. Yeah. Yes, you better appreciate the fact that I'm even here. This is very, very, you know, Mike, I heard that before. She didn't write it. Listen, I don't care. I don't care if she draked us out. I don't care. Yeah. And I will say the one thing.
It's different for sing. Well, she's a rapper too, but it's different for singers if they don't write. We just want the quality art. Like, she's a performer. She can sing. As Lauryn Hill, she's dope. But it is very odd that she didn't get a follow-up album.
There was no follow-up album. And let me get to the other point. I love Lauryn because I think Lauryn specifically always sounded a way that I'd never heard somebody sound. But if we start ranking her as a singer, people will really get sensitive. Because
I don't look at her as a singer. Like Whitney Houston singing.
But Miseducation was a singing album. She's singing "Killing Me Softly."
But I don't look at Lauryn as a singer.
We took Lauryn in as what she was. We don't know. She's a great rapper. We ain't heard her make a whole rap album.
I don't look at her as a rapper either.
I do look at her as a rapper. I do look at her as a rapper because she's one of the best that I've ever heard in her small selection of stuff that she's done.
Biggie, Nas, Lauryn Hill, Ludacris.
No, I would put Lauryn Hill on a song with any legend.
LL,
I would put
Ludacris. Yeah. I mean, Lauryn. Wow, nah. I
would put Lauryn on a record with any iconic rapper, and I think she'd either hold her own or she'd smoke a few people
because of the gimmick of being a female. Like, you're not stacking her up with Eminem and people like that.
No, Lauryn Hill, I can stack Lauryn Hill up with rappers. Like, I can stack her up. Forget the females, because I want to say she smashes females, but that's a whole nother case. My whole point of that comment was, we accepted you because we loved you.
Yeah.
We didn't even put you in any box. We was just like, we love Lauryn. We want to see Lauryn Hill. So I don't know what's going on with that. That just kind of bothered me, that people who, like, it's always us who takes the heat for everything. It's either governments, presidents blaming us, governors blaming us, the police blaming us, your boss blaming us, like, and that was Lauryn Hill blaming us. Like, stop. Nas, the last Nas album. Yeah, L Boogie killed it. She is dope. When it comes to grabbing that mic and just spitting, she's fire. And she was fire at Yankee Stadium. But she was fire. Like, she gripped that mic, and there was a lot of people who hit that stage before her. I was like, yeah, y'all.
So we still rocking with Lauryn Hill? You still gonna go to her shows? People still should support?
I'm not the type that's gonna sit around. If there's a chance, because at this point, if she is late to a show, it's no longer her fault. It's your fault that she keeps going.
Because you knew. She told you.
She told you.
And you still thought she was gonna show up at 7 o'clock. That's
your fault.
Right?
That's your fault if you thought that. What? It's here now.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you spend your
That's-
money, you feel like you want your show. But yeah,
Yeah.
Stacey said, I'm done. She ain't paying for another show. Or she ain't going to pay for a show.
It's like me doing a comedy show for a promoter who every time I've done a comedy show, the shows started 2 hours late and getting mad because when I do the show, it starts 2 hours late. No. Just
I'm
chill.
just me. I'm consistent.
Yeah, I'm consistent with mine.
Oh God.
That got me. That twisted me up a little bit because I'm so tired of the middle class and the hardworking people always catching the stray bullets from people, and I'm just like, enough's enough. She's dope. I don't know if I'll spend money and go to her show, which is a shame, RG Parker, because that's how I feel. I'm not taking a chance, especially if a show's during the week, yo. Like a show during the week, and you know you gotta wake up the next
Wednesday,
morning.
she's coming down to she's performing at Lincoln Financial at the
Yeah.
big stadium. Lauren Hill, 7:00 show.
Yeah, you already know there's problems. There's gonna be problems. Now you can't, like I said, you can't even blame her for it no more. Now it's you. You already know what you opened yourself. Who Meryl Love. Other than that, what else did you have?
I saw this other clip. This girl, I guess she sometimes I be like everything is fake, but she I guess she wanted to give say if you have a baby, right? They say if you can't keep the baby, you don't want to raise the baby, you're supposed to drop the baby off. That's what you're supposed to do, so the baby could be
At the
cared for.
firehouse.
Yes. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, and she had her reasoning.
Everybody making a big deal. Y'all told us if we don't want the kids, bring them to the fire station. I don't want the kid. Yes, it's been 3 days, but the baby don't look like my boyfriend. That's not his child. You think I'm finna get broken up with to let him know that this child is not his? No, ma'am. I love the baby. I do, but why y'all, everybody, like, I don't get what's going on. The baby is, it looks Asian. The daddy is Chinese. My boyfriend is black. You get what I'm saying? No, I wasn't finna leave my man for that. So the baby had to come here. Are we good? Yes, ma'am. Let's start the interview. Should I cry? Like, should I act sad or something? To act like I care, like to give it emphasis, to make it look like I'm sad or something. Should I act like I care when it start? No. I really love my baby. What you mean it's live? Well, I'm here.
It's so disrespectful. I don't know what's more disrespectful, if this is real or if they wrote this. If they wrote this, y'all some disrespectful souls. If y'all sat around and wrote this bit,
It looked like that was real news coverage, right? I said, if this is real, I said, does she have a valid point? And look, I started playing my little devil's advocate. Is there something to that?
Okay, let me break down her. Let's get her story. So she had a man. She has a man that she cheated on. So the man knew you were pregnant because you had the kid. So what did you do? Did you tell the man? Did you tell the man, or did the baby just disappear? Like there are holes to your story. Like what did the man? What was the man thinking? Like when you were pregnant and you had the kid, was your boyfriend there at the hospital? I guess he wasn't there at the hospital because he would have seen Bruce Lee come out. Sad, but at least
Bruce Lee. Yeah, he's Chinese.
She could someplace say, yeah. I mean, I guess Random Rick. I don't really believe. It's scary because as much as I don't believe these stories, I gotta stop Lauren Hilling myself because it could be true.
It could
this
be.
Is a skip, but it could. There's somebody's mentality who didn't take this as a joke and really was like, yeah, she right. What? Because of your boyfriend, not because you can't take care of the baby, because you don't want to get broken up on.
Yeah, I don't want to lose my dude because they found out this baby ain't his.
Well, why don't the mentality of you don't want to lose a dude that you was cheating on raw dog with somebody else? Like what? But she left the baby at the fire station, so she must have been cheat of the baby. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is there's a guy these oh my God, man. Social media is the devil and we take part in this. Oh man. Did you see the guy D1 Christian rapper who's going at Rick Ross?
No.
Yeah, he destroyed Rick Ross in the nicest way ever. I gotta send you that video.
Send it.
And quickly, did y'all hear Joe Buttons got somebody tapped up Joe Buttons at a strip club?
No.
And Joe Buttons addressed it. No bruises. Don't look like he bruised up. This game is crazy, man.
It's because of the whole Caesar thing. Him talking trash and Caesar running up on him.
It wasn't Caesar. Don't bring his name up. What?
No,
I don't know.
It could have been somebody related or friends of, because of the other one run up on him at the restaurant thing. That's why I was like, oh, this is gonna be a trend now. Messing with Joe Buttons.
Now you gotta have tight security around him at all times, man.
Put her up for adoption.
Yeah, put her up for. I saw a commercial for. There was a commercial that played. I was watching. Was it yesterday or the day before? It was late. It was late, and the commercial came on, and they were D1 been hot for him. D1, yeah, you know about him. He's dope.
Surely D1 know about every rapper.
No, D1. That's why I gotta send you this a video. I screen videoed it or whatever you call it. And basically, he was coming at Meek Mill and Rick Ross. Not coming at. He said, "Look, I love you guys," but he's saying about hip hop what I've been saying. You damn near 50 years old, still promoting murder. You still promoting drug dealing. Knowing how powerful this music is. I've been saying that forever. How powerful your influence is. He went on Janae Monáe when she was on stage making believe she was performing oral sex. He was like, you don't think that platform is affecting these young girls thinking like even they weren't thinking that? Well, Ray got Joe choked already a long time ago. Oh, yeah, that was a long time ago. But D1 basically is holding these rappers accountable for the shit that y'all promoting. And Rick Ross's response was, you don't know how many kids I fed with turkeys, 20,000 turkeys I done given out every year. And he basically didn't want to deal with the point of what he was saying is your content hasn't changed. You still promoting the same thing. And then Meek Mill had to catch it from D1 too. He said, listen, you was talking about prison reform.
Yeah, what happened to that?
And now you got music that's promoting stuff that sends people to prison. I don't know. I don't know where the wrong is in that. I don't hear no lies in that, y'all. God, we've been a hypocritical form of music for a long time, boy. Oh man, we've been a hypocritical form of music for a long time. So disappointed. But anyway, so do you got anything else other than the girl dropping the baby off at the
I saw that. I thought that was crazy. I saw Dave Anderson, friend to the room, Business Billy, going in on how the college is a scam. I thought that was kind of interesting. Do you believe in college and student loans?
No, I don't.
I mean, he was breaking it down, basically, I guess, saying that they'll put you in all this debt.
Do you have it?
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, just play it. I saw this. Dave did a good job. Even though me and Dave have gotten to like heated debates and damn near arguments, but I think Dave is really good at what he does.
Percent of people who go to college and graduate do not work in the very field that they spent all that time majoring in, then there's something wrong, because that means 27% are actually successful. 27 on any test you can think of is failing. It's abject failure. But yet and still, that's the system. So you go in, you're 16, 17 years old, you sign off on student loans that you do not understand, but they won't give you that type of money to go get a car. They won't get you that type of money to start a business. Nope. They won't get you that type of money at 16, 17, 18 years old to go buy a house, things that could actually help you in some way, shape, or form. And then you want to talk to me about how the information's out there. Well, we also know the information's out there on not smoking, not drinking and driving, not being an asshole, not being a rapist, this, that, and the third. So when you look at it from a macro level, as opposed to a micro, well, it worked for me type of situation, you can understand that the fix was in before you were thought of. 73%.
The fix was in. So it's designed to get you in debt?
Yes. And I've said the gift and the curse of this country is that we turned anything into a business. And there were things in this country that should have never become a business, because when you become a business, it's about profit. Once you become a business, it's about profit, and things have to be done to continue the profit. And once people start making a lot of money off the profit, then you start having. So once professors, athletic directors, and college football, college basketball head coaches start making millions, and people are living in the best houses and driving the best cars and have their own little city, which is their college campus that they can do, it always turns into a scam. The same problem happens in church. When you turn a church into a business and it turns into a mega church and people are making millions of dollars off the mega church, guess what happens? Corners get cut and the bottom line is no longer what it was supposed to be. In college, the bottom line was to educate our young people so that they can go into the work industry and have credentials and be experts at something. But when you start making the amount of money that they're making, including prisons, etc., when you start making the amount of money that universities are making, which are outrageous. We'll talk about Elon Musk all the time. We ain't going to talk about Penn State University, Michigan. We're not going to talk about Alabama, the money that these colleges are making. But once you turn it into that, the scam comes in. We shouldn't even use the word scam anymore. It's just the business model. Does McDonald's know that their food is unhealthy for us? Hell yeah. They know.
You still want that combo number 1
They know.
with your orange drink.
They give me the warning about the vape. They give me the warning.
And you still smoking it.
When I see they was sending me credit cards that said, they're just sending college people credit cards at 17. Now, on the flip side, if you use college correctly, if you use it correctly, you have to go into college with a plan. You have to have a plan, and your parents have to be experienced enough to know the plan that we have. What are you going for? Do you know what it's going to take to get in this field? And you have to have somebody, parents, who are, and I wasn't experienced in that college situation. My sister is. So when my niece goes off and she wants to be a teacher, my sister's already researched. These are the things that have to happen. And you do understand one of the hardest states to become a teacher and the qualifications is New Jersey. But if you're just going to college because people have told you it's the right thing to do, and you don't have anybody to guide you through this business plan that they have, which is they would love to keep you there for as long as possible. Think about it, y'all. Do colleges really want people to graduate on time if they're making more money if you don't graduate on time? So ask yourself, why do you think, and I know y'all going to lead me into Mike's going down the rabbit hole. Why do you think they make college a party place? It is okay for you to go to college after spending all that money on your student loan to wild out. Why do you think they actually advocate the wilding out? Why do you think underage drinking is accepted at college campuses? Because they know the longer you screw up your first year, the longer they gonna have you there.
Systematic, huh?
And if you literally flunk out, you still owe the student loan. And guess what we do? We replace you. We got replacements by the thousands coming in.
Kids born every day. But the thing for me was, Dave said 73% of people actually fail. Like they don't
go into the field that they went to college for.
So you spend all that money to go into, and then you end up going to apply at McDonald's.
So here's the other scam with that.
And
Jay,
you got the debt.
At 17 years old, if somebody would have asked you, what do you want to do with the rest of your life professionally? What would you have said?
At 17, I don't know.
You don't know, right?
Yeah, you trying to figure out what family member you know, what are they doing, who friend, like, all right, maybe I could go into that field. Like, yeah, you figuring it all out. What are you passionate about? At 17, are you really passionate about
something? So they're asking you make a decision on what you're going to do, because we're going to sign for this loan. We're going to sign for this loan. And at 17 and 18, they want you to figure out what you're going to do with the rest of your life after you have to pay this loan, because you have to pay it off. The only thing worse than child support might be student loans. So they get you at 17. They make you make decisions at that age that are impossible. That's why, when only 20% wind up in their field, 27% wind, that sounds about right on a 17-year-old making a decision on what they're going to do with their life. That sounds about right.
That's an F, 27%. Now,
in where you are now in your life, Jay, if I would have been like, right now, if you would have went to school for business, some type of, not just business management, but some type of business specific business running, we now know your skill set is that you can run, you know how to run no matter what it is, no matter if it's a radio show, no matter if it's the music department at a radio station. If you are trained on what to do, you have the skill set to do it. You can lead any business anyway. Just give me my 6 months of training. Show me what to do, and I can flip it. Well, now, if we would have known that at 17 or 18, because it's kind of hard to figure it out sometimes, now I would have said, okay, you may need to go here for this. You may need to go here for that. But that's after years of figuring it out. I know a lot of people right now that are not in their field. They graduated. Exactly. They know. We've been
Do you have to
years.
take the student loan out? Like, do you have to take all that money? Or is that just bad decisions that youngsters make thinking, oh, I got this free bread, I'm going to use it for other stuff?
Yeah, but there's no other way to pay for it. So if you want a higher education for your child, there's no other. Now, once again, it goes back to the parents. It goes back to me. My planning financially for college wasn't up to par. I didn't do what I needed to do financially to get my kids, and this is my fault, I take the heat for this, to have that 60,000 or whatever it was going to be. Sometimes it's 30,000 a year. Sometimes it's 50,000 a year. It depends on the school. It's like buying a car. You can go to University of Kia, or you can go to the University of Honda, or you can go to the University of Bentley. Like it's all what you plan for. You shouldn't be taking out student loans for associates and bachelor degrees anyway. People are forced to believe you have to. And I'm glad that you're speaking on it because you're educated on that. But my thing is, anything that turns into a business, there's going to be shadiness. The target is different now. Anything is going to be shady now. Like, and I hate to harp on churches. If I got a mega church and I have a chance to get a speaker in, like, fuck it, we'll say Rick Ross. Rick Ross wants to come speak at the church, right? Rick Ross wants to come speak to church. He wants to say a few words. And you know your attendance and your tithing is going to be crazy when Rick Ross steps in the building. But you also know that what is on Rick Ross's songs go against everything, every sermon that you've ever said on Sunday. Every sermon, it goes against everything you've ever said. Well, which one are you going to pick?
You need that money, son.
We got to keep renovating.
The Lord's doors is always open.
To everybody.
It's all about the narrative, how you say the wording.
Yeah, we can always justify. You can always justify. I will say this. This is why a lot of people have been trained hands-on in their field and not certified. Yes, example, nurses. That was the hustle in NYC. Just be a CNA and you will be taught. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're 1,000% exactly. That's how the church is built. Exactly. The scam was guidance counselors. Yes, Lady Q. Boy, you ain't never lied on this. The scam was guidance counselors pushed college as the only way to succeed from 8th grade on. Yep. If you were poor, they told you there's money out there and never explained how complex the money was. Yeah. And the one thing they won't tell you, which I learned from somebody else, is the amount of scholarships that are actually out there, but they don't promote that to you. They are scholarships. I saw one person get scholarships for her son from $1,000. These are all the scholarships that she was able to research and get. $1,000 to $15,000 to $13,000, and she brought them all together. But she was so good at this that I told her, you need to do. Listen to me. I told her, you need to make a business out of doing this for parents. You need to start your own business where your thing is
teach people how to find scholarships.
And I will find your kids the scholarship. You pay me this. Listen, we'll do the business scam. Don't teach them because you want everybody to come back.
Good looking Rick.
Don't teach them. You come to me and I will get all the scholarships for your kids. I will tell you how a Puerto Rican girl who's 17 years old can get a specific scholarship just for being Puerto Rican. How a black girl who's from outside the country who came in here can get a specific scholarship. How a dude they're minimum, like everybody thinks you have to be the greatest track star or the greatest basketball player. There are little bits and pieces that if you're okay at it, you can get. I didn't know this, right, Mike? There are scholarships for everything. For left-handed people.
Left-handed people, no, it's not.
R.G. Parker.
Really? She probably
You know what
right,
I didn't?
though.
You know what I didn't know? How many scholarships schools give
Left-handed
out
people.
for bowling? Dog, bowling.
But you got to be in the bowling and know how to bowl. You just
So,
can't take you
yeah.
get a bowling scholarship, and you can't even put the spin on the ball. You just
So
you need the bumpers up. Come on.
So as
But
a
that's
parent,
interesting.
you got to be like, okay, so you want to go to college,
You're
and
left-handed,
financially
though.
we're a little strapped. Everybody a little strapped when it comes to somebody saying they're gonna pay $30,000-$40,000 a year. Shit. But as a parent, when you're hip to the scheme, when you're hip to the hustle, you start having your kid play a sport, sweetie or homie. We're not playing this sport because you're passionate. We're playing it because we want you to get good enough to get us a bowling scholarship, which doesn't have the same competition as getting a basketball scholarship.
All right, R.G. Parker, I'm sorry, you're right. They do have scholarships for left-handed people.
That is hilarious.
That's true. Wow. So you just got to do the research. Do they got Puerto Ricans? Because like, where does it stop? Born in poverty. Dyslexic. Like, what is it? I got a heart murmur scholarship for some people. Like, what is it? Like, where does it end? But I guess that's what you're doing your research to figure out.
Dog, you don't think if life is more difficult for somebody because of a certain situation, like you laugh at the left-hander.
Yeah,
right?
I thought that was fake. I'm going thinking there's no way.
This whole society is based on is fed to who? Right-handed people. Everything is about right-handed people. Anything we watch, where do we see when we watch our sports? What is the thing that stands out when we see who? A left-handed person do anything. A left-handed quarterback. So then you put a scholarship because life has been more difficult for left-handers. As crazy as it sounds, it's just help, but it's out there. They have scholarships for coming from a single parent home. Yes, they do. I didn't know these things in '96 when I was applying to schools. Why would they tell you? Why? But see, my thing is they are not going. You ain't gonna see somebody fund those commercials every single day on TV. You ain't gonna see, but you'll see student loan commercials all the damn time. You'll see every bank telling you how you can get this loan and this and that and all the ways you can do it and why we're better than the other bank and all that other good stuff.
So she said she ain't find Shorty do-wop, so she ain't find it out till later year. So is it the parents' fault? Should I be calling my mom to say, Mom, why didn't you do some research? Maybe I would have went to college and got a scholarship. So is it, or the parents' fault?
It's on the parents, but how can the parents learn something that they weren't taught?
They had internet too. They could have did their research or newspapers, but they had.
I had no. All I was ever taught was you get a student loan or you make enough money to pay for it, or you get a scholarship in sports, basketball, football, or baseball.
So we got to change that. We got to change that narrative. Like you said, if somebody create that platform, create that app that can help, like whatever it is, that could be something. And then we have to change that narrative. But we're lazy, if we're being honest.
I don't think, in my case, I don't think it's laziness. To me, in my case, is how do I figure this out now? Because I got the twins who want to go to college.
Well, they should have been thinking about that before 12. Like, that's your fault. You should have been on that when they was in the 9th grade.
But this society had me, in order to pay for the house, the cars, the townhouses, and everything, was I had to fly to Dallas to work in Dallas to make enough money to keep. So everybody, this is the distraction. And you're right, Jay. This is the distraction of life. The distraction of life is put all this stuff on their plate. And in order for them to get to the other stuff, they got to get through all this first. And then if they get through that, we'll deal with the small percentage of people who actually figure it all out and actually take the time out after they've done everything that they have to do to pay their taxes, to make sure their kids eat, to make sure their kids have clothes, to make sure their kids have everything they need to go to elementary school, go to middle school, for all their activities, to go to dance classes, to go to this activity, to soccer, to whatever. And after you get through all that, you figure out how to make the scholarship, even though they never tell you. If you go to a job, they will tell you back in the day how to invest their money in their 401k plans, but there were never no plans that just said, we'll take this certain amount of money from your paycheck if you got kids, if you would like, you can take this money out your paycheck every other week and put it to your kid. They ain't going to do that. They ain't going to give you that option. It's up to us. And you're right. It's up to us. But they stack the chips against us. That's what they do. They stacked it.
So how do white folk do it then? How do the white tees do it?
Because there's generations. This is so funny. There's generations of people going to college. So generations will tell you, oh, this is how you make the sweet potato pie. Because generations pass it down. This is how you make the sweet potato pie, y'all.
This is the system.
This is how you make this. This is how you make the greens. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. And it gets passed down and passed down. So when my dad and mom make it straight out the Bronx and come into what's supposedly an upper middle class environment, they've already done something amazing to get us to this situation. They've already jumped over an obstacle that's crazy. And now the kids, me and my sister were the first ones that got exposed to SATs. I didn't know nothing about SATs when I was in New York.
What I said at?
Yeah, I didn't know about SATs when I was in high school at Willenboro. I didn't know about these SATs. I had no clue. I didn't know they were SAT classes. So yeah, you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong in any way. You're right. It's the parents' responsibility, and I dropped the ball in a lot of that. Chasing money. And I dropped the ball, but that is the pressure of being a parent, not to mention what's coming up. Let's figure out how to make Christmas happen. Christmas ain't got nothing to do with your kids. This is why I try.
Christmas is more important than college, son. They need to get this
Christmas
popping.
Every kid, I should say every kid, but I would say at least 60% of kids. If every bit of money, every bit of money that I spent on Christmas, I had put in their college funds, all three of my kids would be able to just go to college. But we were told we got to take care of Christmas every year. This system is a matrix, yo, and it's a brilliantly made trap that they have, and you have to be extremely cognizant of what is important, and you can't fall for the herd mentality. What is really important? What's really important for your kids' future and their situations, but you get distracted with all the shit.
If I take that student loan and use that to start a business, like how does that work? The money has to go back to the school.
Yeah, it has to go to the school.
You can't flip that.
Ain't
no way around it. Like if they give me money, it has to be applied. So they must keep it in an account and only can charge.
And there are more people like Financial Rebel would be better suited to speak on this. So I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I'm outside my lane right now. I'm super outside my lane. So I'm gonna let y'all know ahead of time. But this is why a bank won't tell you about everything you qualify for. They'll just tell you what you don't qualify. And the stuff that you do qualify for is what they want you to know you qualify for, because that's benefiting their business. They don't want you to know what type of loans you can get before you.
Why not? Because they want to give you the money so you can be in debt, right? That's the goal, to give you the money so you got to pay it back. They get the interest, they make their money,
but they won't tell you about the way that you can pay it back is so much easier in different loans. And they won't tell, like, I'll give you one small thing. Once again, I'm outside my lane, y'all. So please forgive me if you guys are like, that's not right. But this is life insurance. I never knew that there was a life insurance that you could take out, that you could borrow from later on and don't have to pay back. You can take a loan from a life insurance that you have.
A life insurance policy I have.
There's a name. I have it in my phone somewhere. There's a name of it that, let's say, you know how they say, for only $15 a day, you can have, by the time this age, you could have $500,000 in life insurance and do only $7 a month, where their life insurance plans. That if you get each one of your kids a life insurance policy, right? Bam, let's say they're 13. And by the time they're 30, you have paid that $10 a month for your kids, like 3 kids. So $30 a month for me. And I'm preaching to the choir. $30 a month. By the time my daughters were 30, they could take a significant, huge loan from themselves and not have to pay it back.
Thanks, Queen Born. I thought so. There are some student loans you can get directly. But Stacy said what you're talking about is called whole life.
But you can't get it directly to use for what you want to use. Because I saw somebody get in trouble for that.
No, I think I remember somebody getting a direct deposit before, and they used the money. They bought like books, but it was left over, and they used that to pay bills.
Yeah, but that's not legal. That's not legal. But yeah,
Yes,
just
Mike. I
learned
just
about.
learned about that a couple years ago.
Just
So it's
learned
called.
that.
Stacey
Yep.
said it's called whole life. Oh, Lady Q said you can withdraw on a whole life policy.
But
So you.
why would they tell us this? They would rather us
But
wait.
it has to be a downfall to taking money out, which you would get less if you die. Like
No, because it's your money. Yeah, of course. So the money that you're taking out that life insurance, you're gonna keep paying. You're gonna keep paying, but obviously you've taken the money that if you died right there, you get a refund check from student loans. Yeah. But
I'm
Jay
just
wants
trying
to
to
start a
figure out how to
business.
flip. I'm just trying to figure out how to flip the money. Like, all right, if I'm going to be in debt and this ain't going to work out, I mean, I could use this money to go towards something else, to start something else. That I don't know. I was just me, just always thinking.
I
Of
was always
a
thinking
way.
that too. And then somebody who told me this long story. I was like, well, I ain't going to college anyway, so go ahead.
Yeah, I ain't going. Hey, it wasn't for me. College, I barely got out of high school, dude.
Yeah, I was like,
I ain't care about no damn college.
you turn anything into a business, it get crazy, y'all. Turn anything into a business, it gets crazy. And there's certain things in this country that should not be businesses. Health insurance should not be a business. Any type of medical care should not be a business. People shouldn't be making trillions of dollars off of medical care. People shouldn't be making that much money. Education, health, you shouldn't be making money off of that like that. But we don't care anymore. It's too late. Genie's out the bottle. Education is supposed to be the education should be, we're trying to make our society a smarter educated society who can actually stimulate our economy by getting good jobs when they get out of college. That's the ideal situation. And then they spend money, and then I'm selling stuff, and then you buy from me, I buy from you. You're a doctor, you're a lawyer, I pay money. We go back and forth the whole nine. But it's too late. They refunded. What's that? They refunded check you're supposed to use for bills and college stuff. Jay want to open up a cleaning service.
Could be a dispensary. It could be a dispensary. You know, it's 2023. Use that money. There's enough out there. That medical marijuana. For those who ain't into it, try it. They got some creams out there that's good. If you got a little knee pain or back pain, like that stuff really, really works. Really works. Try it. If you're sore neck, crick, stiff, or whatever it is, try that cream stuff.
But if I would have told you 15 years ago, if I would have told you, you'd have been the first person saying I was talking about conspiracies. You'd have been like, medical marijuana ain't gonna do all that. They lying to you, Mike. They ain't no man. You got to go get some Tylenol, and you got to get some.
Before I met Dr. CB, I used to think
exactly.
But after meeting and hanging with Dr. CB for all them years and seeing people that I knew for sure had issues that I knew wasn't a scam, and him fixing them, and I was like, this really works.
And what did this country call him? Nothing but a liar and a conspiracy theorist his entire life, even though he proved them wrong when they took him to court and said he was lying about the cure for AIDS, and he beat him in court. But you would have called him a conspiracy theorist. You would have never believed.
Yeah, I would have thought, how could he can't cure all this stuff, because people would have cured it already. That's when I thought he was scamming from the first time we start having him on the shows, and I said, this is a scam, whatever. And then as time went on, I said, oh, this guy's legit. He really fixed that glaucoma. Oh, he really cured magic, like, and then he telling me the Steven Seagal, like all these celebrity stories behind the scenes, and then I'm reading up on it, and the Michael Jackson. I said, oh, and then as the common folks, I said, Dr. CB's legit. And then I obviously, and then the way he had to move, he was so secretive with his movements. I thought that was very I'm gonna call you from this number around this time. And then I can't tell you what time my flight lands, but when we land, I'm gonna meet you. Because he said the government is on me. He always said the government was watching me and they're on me, and I think they're trying to take me out. He said that a lot, and I thought that part. I said, man, ain't nobody trying to kill you. But he was right. He Dr. C was real. But back to what you were saying, that I guess they don't want the cure because it's more.
No, you want to live a dangerous life? Have the cure for cancer. What? And say something about it. No, but this is the problem with social media. There's so much stuff that gets put out there that it dilutes the stuff that's actually the truth. So when you have a long story that you watch about the guy, a black man who actually had created a car that ran on water. He created where you can run a car on water. Do you really think anybody in this the people in this world want a car that runs on water? Do you know the crisis that would happen with these billionaires. You think what's going on in the Middle East is crazy now? Let there be a car that just needs water. People are dying. You are not getting that patent out. I mean, there's so many stories about people who had patents for stuff that died mysteriously on airplanes that crashed. I mean, it's a scary, that's why you just got to enjoy your life. Herbs are the best thing to use. My mother and father taught us from babies, build your immune system, build your immune system, build your immune system.
Yeah, Lady Q be getting high off that cream. She be rubbing it in for me. That cream works. I'm just saying, if y'all got any type of pains and if y'all want to try something, I'm telling you, I know it worked. And I ain't getting paid by these people. I just know it works. And
I
it's
can't
strong,
wait.
but it works.
I can't wait till the day I'm clear and free off these papers, because the tendonitis that I have in both my elbows is so crazy. Like, I take ibuprofen every day. I gotta take 2 because they're tendonitis. And I'm not even saying it's the joke, y'all, because when I was working out, I was going hard and it built tendonitis. That the tendonitis goes from my elbow. Now it goes into my hands. Like, I almost feel like I have arthritis. So I feel the pain and I got to take that in the morning. And all the natural stuff I would love to be able to do. But the last thing I need is trying to explain that the reason why I failed is because
it absorbed in your skin. I was just cream. It was just
so
little
I don't
cream.
know. Yeah,
I was just rubbing.
I don't even know if it stays in your system. I don't know what it does.
Nah, I don't know either.
Sad truth. Big Pharma don't want anyone healed from anything. Every pill makes you take another pill. Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen. You know what they do?
Here goes Stacy. I can't live without Lady Q. She got a that's stuck in my head, Lady. When Stacy said that, you don't do nothing without her. She's my wife. We're supposed to be a team.
What is wrong
Why
with
can't
that?
she rub the stuff in for me on my knee?
What's wrong with? Wait a second.
Stacy be throwing shots. Stacy been throwing shots that I can't do nothing without Lady Q.
What?
And if I can't, so what?
But she's his rib. She's his rib. Isn't that what the ideal situation
marriage is supposed to be? Correct.
I don't even want to agree with Jay, but damn, this I don't know what y'all. What is it? Y'all should have 2 separate lives. For what? If they enjoy sharing one life. So what? Lady Q don't be showing up to people's jobs talking about where's Magic Mike.
Where's Magic Mike? But you know what? Now that Stacey said that, I saw this question online. What's the main causes of divorce? Well, divorce is this day. I think it's with them these days. What's the main cause of divorce? Stacey Mitchell.
The main cause of divorce. Oh man,
it's Stacey.
Damn.
Causing drama. But what is that? What is the main cause for divorce? Is it money still? And when it used to be money back in the day? Money?
It's not really, like, if we're really honest about marriage, it's not really a realistic thing. Like, if you just look at the basic means of a marriage, I mean, it's okay. She's about to make the baby.
She hold me down, shorty.
Marriage really, if you just look at the marriage and what it entails and details, it really is. If you would just look at it from a distance, you'll be like, chances are most of these are not going to work. Like, you're asking 2 people back in the day to get married at a young age in their early 20s when you haven't even figured out who you are. And you're asking 2 people to spend the rest of their lives together and go through all these changes together. It's a difficult situation, dog. It's not easy. Like, all we think about is the wedding day. All everybody thinks about is the wedding day and stuff like sex and sex is important. But you're spending the rest of your life with somebody. There's going to be some trials and tribulations that you got to decide whether they're worth.
So what's that reason for the divorce? Is it they just not battle tested? They wasn't compatible from the beginning. Like, sure, you up saying is money for her.
How about one of the things?
Not letting them have a side piece, but go ahead.
Not letting them have a side piece. That's crucial. But no. I'll give you. I'll give you one.
$200 dates.
All right, we'll start making a list of reasons why divorces happen. I'll give you my number 1 reason. You made the wrong choice.
In the person?
Yes.
Or in yourself in marrying somebody?
You made the wrong choice in the person.
So it couldn't be you.
No, well, it could be you. I mean, you could take it back. It is you because you changed. This was not the person for me. this was not the person for me. Like you just basically, it's like, you bought a car and you like, huh?
Cheesecake Factory is the number one cause. That's funny. No, Lady Q said money and unmet expectations.
Which means you made the wrong choice. That person not meeting your expectations. Not being able to eat a cheesecake factory. Y'all are
the date.
hilarious.
They said they could spending $200 on a date. We was talking serious. I was really trying to figure it out. Like, what's the main causes? Why people like? I'm sure it's people watching. They got divorced. What was your main reason?
Instead of blaming people, you made the wrong choice in the person, right? Okay. Number 2, the reason why people get divorced when they get married in their 20s is because you changed as a person, and this ain't what you want. Now, some people are going to be like, well, that means you wasn't really in for it for life. And guess what? Some people ain't trying to do that till death do us part. I changed. I got different interests. I'm going somewhere and you don't seem to want to, is a conflict of me doing what I'm doing and you not being down to be a part of it. So when I got married, I was working in the stock room. Before we got married, I was doing comedy, I think a year or two before we got married at 24. By the time we got married, I had done Showtime at the Apollo, BET Comic View. I was on the road. That's not the husband she wanted. She wanted me to work at the mail. Real story, she wanted me to work with the post office because I took the test and I passed the test and they wanted me to come in and start. So that's right there. How are we going to deal with this? Because you want a man, your ideal man was, and he was a great man. Her dad was, I go to work in the morning time. I come home at nighttime. We pay the bills and do all that stuff. But I was running the streets doing comedy. This ain't going to work.
Ain't going to work. Two different worlds.
So number 2, you changed. And then you get into all the.
RG Parker said the main cause being in love with being in love.
All right, RG, did you try and drop a bar? That's what you tried. You tried to drop a
she
bar
made
right
you
now.
think, son.
Yeah, what
she
it
got
was.
you thinking.
She dropped.
She got you thinking, son.
But those are facts. All right, we got RJ Parker was being in love with the thought of being in love.
Being in love with being in love, but not the person. Yeah.
Being
Unreal expectations.
In love with being in love.
For me, I wasn't ready. Don Page is honest. He said, I just wasn't ready.
He changed. He wasn't ready.
He felt that pressure. He went with status quo and just said, I really wasn't ready, but I did it because I guess I was supposed to. So he went along with it.
I think that's the death of most marriages when people on the sidelines are like, yo, when you going to put a ring on that? Well, what? Y'all act like putting a ring on ain't a lifetime commitment. We really say it like it's not a lifetime commitment. First of all, why y'all getting married at 20? Trust. Getting married too young. Another reason for divorce. Getting married too young.
I think this is a subliminal right here.
Or you didn't change as things changed.
I felt attacked. I am who I am. I'm consistently me. So I don't know if she's trying to come at me or just in general. But I don't know. I felt attacked with that one.
You always say you are who you are, but you've changed. Like you always act like you haven't changed. Like you've changed.
I have changed. I have.
If you don't change, you might as well die. No, I'm not even trying to be dramatic. If you're not going to evolve and change, you might as well just call it a day.
I like being me though.
You are, but you change. You're still you. You're still you, but you changed. Your priorities changed. Your things that you think are important changed. I'm okay with my man traveling for work. We need time apart. There you go, Tyler.
Some people believe in that. Yeah, not wanting to be together 24/7, and you do you, and we meet back up.
And some people that works for.
What?
That's true, Mike. I knew someone that borrows from there every. The life insurance thing. Okay, yeah.
Maybe
I need to get one of those. Don Page said, I did it for my child and thought it was the right thing to do. Yep, getting married for other reasons other than yours. Another one, getting married for other reasons other than you want to get married.
You're so self-centered. What? Suppose a person and I answered it. No, I think it was something more to that. She talking trash, Mike. She always talking something.
I think you're so self-centered. You posed a question, I answered it. That's it. Yeah, that was it. What is the main causes of divorces?
Because she said stuff like that before. You're supposed to change and evolve, and that's why I thought she was taking a shot.
But
some
the thing is,
things I'm just-
we act like we ain't got no choice but to change. You're going to change.
Stop
Things ain't
expecting
gonna
people to change, though. You shouldn't expect people to change.
But at the same time, on the flip side, you should expect people to change because you can't expect somebody to be the same person you met when they were 24 years old.
But why not?
Because
Ultimately,
it's impossible.
why is it a surprise if they are who they are? Some people at a certain age, you are who you are.
You're not. But see, that's the thing. You're not. Who you are is always a work in progress. There's always your environment changes, your personality changes, what you like changes, what you don't like changes, what you accept changes, what you don't accept changes. Like it just goes, it just keeps going. Just keeps going. Family peer pressure. Oh, family peer pressure is divorce.
Yeah.
Ooh, son.
Because the other person's parents, whoever, like, why they ain't married you yet? You should have been married.
Nah, you should want change. That's what Ty said. You should want change, son. I don't know what's going on. Jay trying, he trying his best to be like, I ain't changed. Understand? I am who I am. He's not.
I am who I am.
I can bring up like 25 different things Jay does now that he would never do in his life back in the day. And I ain't even known the man his whole. I ain't even known the man his whole life. I ain't even known him. I didn't even grow up with him. I ain't meet him till he was already a grown ass adult. Listen. Just embrace the change, son. Just embrace the change. Humans evolve. You are supposed to, but I don't need to take shots. I'm downstairs. I'm downstairs, Sally. I can't.
Ain't no school today, so she ain't get the superhero together. Because we gotta go vote. So there's no school today. Make sure y'all go out and vote.
Okay. Talk about change. Jay is talking about voting, y'all.
Because of this platform, we're talking to people. We want to encourage people to do the right thing and educate and give them some insight.
When we were doing a radio show in Philly at night, we were telling people to go to a girls that dance with girls party. We were never bringing up voting, son. That is change.
Son, when y'all singles.
That is absolute change. If you were with a drug dealer at 21, what was somebody sharing? If you were a drug dealer at 21 and still doing it at 45, that's the issue. I mean, I got to give you credit if you could still sell drugs from 21 to 45, but
somebody in them streets,
if you dating somebody, that's a problem. That means you're addicted to the lifestyle. She's downstairs making bacon. Y'all need to stop. All right.
Not yet. I don't smell it yet, Tosh, because he ain't up yet.
That bacon. All right, y'all. This has been good.
She said voting's a scam, like college. Okay.
I don't even want to get into it.
Voting's a scam.
It's such a scam. But listen, y'all do it. I'm tired of y'all. Just go. Just do it, and do it to the best of your ability, and just have an informed vote. Voting to me is like them trying to get me to take another vaccination. Y'all got that shit. Y'all got it.
You gotta vote though. Your voice has to be heard.
Y'all got it.
Because when it ain't right, then you be like, "Oh, I didn't do nothing."
It ain't right.
So that conversation that keeps
it stays unright. It stays unright. But go ahead, because I don't even feel my philosophical ways. Just I at this point, I'm just like I see the manipulation through all, and you go like, go ahead, but vote. Everybody go vote. It's important. Go ahead. Like especially your local votes. Like with your local votes and stuff like that. If you got some streets you need to get fixed and you know somebody's willing to fix them streets and make sure that the school system has the proper tools to teach your children, then you should go vote because, I don't want to call everything a scam. It's a scam, but I don't want to call everything a scam. I ain't voting again until I can just text in. No, because then the election will really be rigged. That's when the election is really going to be rigged.
Getting spams now. It'll be all type of spoof cards and fake numbers and apps.
Yeah, we can't do American Idol for elections because we can't trust it now. We still have hope for our country.
You still gotta have hope. You gotta be optimistic and not pessimistic. You have to do your research, figure out what candidate speaks to you.
Dog, you're about to vote today and you don't know any of the candidates.
Right. I don't know a damn soul, Mike.
You don't know their names.
I see my neighbor signs and I know who not to vote for because I know it's all Republicans, it's all white folk around me. So I'm like, okay, so I'm not voting for these people because they don't tell you Democrat or Republican for these tiers.
Nor should they. It was the most ridiculous. Nor should they.
No, I need to know who's the Democrat, who's
Nor
Republican.
should they, because then you have to research. That's when you have to find out why you're voting for this person. Voting for a person because they're black or white, which is what this is comparable to.
Or
Just,
Dems or Republicans,
dog,
left or right wings or whatever.
I'm telling you, they have gotten that. Okay, now y'all, what time is it? All right, fuck this. I might go on Instagram. Fuck this.
Well, the got you kicked up there.
Let me tell you about what we've done for the biggest scam we've done for the last 30, 35, 40 years. The biggest scam. It's the favorite term of everybody who don't know nothing about a candidate, including myself. It's the favorite term that everybody uses, the lesser of two evils. Well, we are now in a point where the evils are so crazy that we are fucked either way. They're not for us, either party. We're not their main concern. I'm not articulate enough to put this spin and make it go viral. I'm just telling you, neither one of these parties gives a damn about the person going to work. Neither one of them, including you Trump fans who think Trump rocks out for you. He don't either. Now, I'm not a Trump basher anymore because I see this game is just being exposed by all sides. All sides, your cards are being shown. We're going to send $100 billion to fight wars, and you're going to tell us the taxpayers are doing this? And then you're going to tell us that you won't raise the minimum wage, that you can't because you're worried about small businesses? I'm going to simplify it. You want small businesses to be able to give their employees health care and give them a livable wage where they don't have to work another job when they leave there? Do what you do for them billion-dollar businesses where you give them incredible tax breaks. Give the small business person that incredible tax break and let them live their life, and then everything can get fed. But y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. Republicans, you guys are exposed right now because y'all were selling us Donald Trump. But now that he doesn't fall in line with you, y'all don't want to sell him no more. The lesser of two evils, there is no lesser. They're just two evils.
I feel Lady Q about to start talking about that project. Was it 2025 or something? She keeps. I don't even know
Project
what she
2025
I don't even know what she's
is not even the first time they've pushed this. The first time was during the Reagan administration.
And so you heard about this? Whatever
yes.
This Project 2025 is. Okay.
It's a scary procedure, but this is what they've been working to forever. Both parties want us to have less say. They just can't say. The Democrats can't say they want you to have less say, but they want us to have less power in our votes. They want us they both would never want this country to unify and go above race and religion. It would be the worst thing ever for lifetime politicians. Worst thing ever.
Oh, Stacey heard about this 20. I gotta do some. I don't even know lady when she be talking about this project. I'm like, it's over. This is what's happening. I'm like, what is going on? What? Just tell me who I gotta vote for. Like, what do I do? Like, I don't know what's going on. If she's so passionate about this, I said maybe we get the business bully or the rapping professor or a financial rebel, somebody to come on and talk about this project 2020.
When Donald Trump said the game is rigged, he was doing it because he was caught up in the rigging and he wasn't benefiting him. But I'm telling you right now, the game is rigged.
Jeanette said Trump gave that money out though, so she's a little.
He
torn.
Absolutely did.
he got a couple little dollars that came out. It wasn't any real money though, but it was enough that everybody.
Don't tell people it wasn't real money, because I'm gonna tell you right now, when I was in a relationship with Stacey, the check that she was getting was real money.
Scary. I saw that lady.
It's all scary.
Yep, Mike.
Mike. How you think drugs came to the hood? Oh well, yeah. It's all.
Trump didn't give any money. Well, I guess he was a president when it came out. I think that's she's about to see. I feel it coming. She wants to really go into detail of how all this stuff works.
Because this is what they do. I can give you a laundry list of what Biden has done. You can give me a laundry list of what Trump did. You can give me a laundry list of what the Republicans did. I can give you a laundry, and I'm not Republican or Democrat. And I can give you a laundry list of what Democrats did. And guess what will factor into it? All the laundry lists that we give out are going to be things that we are the ones who took the hit for. That's what they all have in common. That's what they always all have in common. But I'm not telling y'all not to vote. Congress gave the money because, and then we got to decide, well, who runs Congress?
Who was in charge? Who had the number of
Who was
seats?
running Congress at the
Was
time?
it the Dems or was it the Republicans? Who had?
And then they'll take the credit for it, or the other person or the other party will kill them for it, or whatever. The president is a figurehead with limited power, and Trump proved that to be wrong because Trump was doing executive decisions and signing stuff and changing stuff on the fly, and I didn't even agree with everything he was doing, but he proved to us that if a president's are willing to go against the grain, he or she can do that. But what happened is Trump overstepped his lines, and that's why they are not going to stop till this guy winds up somewhere in a jail somewhere, in a prison somewhere. This is why the whole tide changed against him, and his back's against the wall. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Trump basher. Y'all are crooked for real. All y'all. Y'all in the mix. Y'all in the drug dealer game. All are the same. Just trust. Listen, man, that's why I say just enjoy your day, enjoy your life. Work this crazy rig system for yourself. Our job is to work through this rig system and find out how we can make it work for us and our family. That's what we do.
Rick just broke the truth down. I think
the issue is it seems like most of us know this stuff now, but people are only appalled until it's inconvenient. So none of us will do anything to change it. Yes.
So until it actually affects you personally, you ain't really doing nothing.
Dog. And when it does affect you personally, they got it so that what are you going to do? Rick, what are you going to do when it does affect you personally? What is your plan that you're going to do? Because when police brutality came out, like I act like it came out like it was an album they dropped.
It came out.
But when it came out and it was hot on the charts, when it was the number one song on the charts, and that's all we saw.
When it was George Floyd. That's what it was
when George Floyd had that hit single, and we was all amped up. I want to know the majority. What up, Chris? The majority of people, what did you do? What did you? That was an inconvenience. We were worried about getting pulled over by a cop. What did you do?
Can't say that on here.
Just trying to tell you. That came and went. You know there's still people getting killed, right? Good morning, homie. You know there's still people getting killed, right? But that's not the main stage anymore. That's not the hot single on the charts. Because the news media is part of the rigging. They tell us what they're told that they want us to know. The plan is to be under a dictatorship, basically. Facts. No checks and balances for the president. Facts. We won't get another election if they roll it out right. Facts.
So she's saying that there'd never be another election again. There would be a dictatorship. Trump would be in there, and there's no more voting. They're going to change the laws. They're going to change the Constitution to where as though voting won't even be a thing. It'll be one dictator running everything. And she really believes that this can happen. But I guess because she saw something that says it can and highly lining stuff up. But she's really passionate about this. I don't get it.
I do not, Lady Q, I do not disagree with anything in that statement. I don't disagree with one thing. Do I think that's America? Do I think that's the end goal? Yeah. That's the end goal.
That's a lot to change the Constitution.
And guess what? You would think at that point when that happened that everybody in America would then overlook their differences on race, overlook their differences on religion, but you know what they'll do? They will promote that 2025 project. And they will promote it to people, and they will talk to their party. This is why they like having parties. They will talk to their parties, and they will let them know why this will benefit them and why and they will use the propaganda. They will use the media. We don't have media, people. We don't have independent media. We don't have any media that isn't owned by a company who has lobbyists who are working with the government. We don't have an independent media.
We have Black Entertainment News at one point. Was it the Revolt had a channel? But yeah, we ain't got
we don't have somebody who's trying to break. Watergate would have never been broken. Listen, we had another rigged election. We had two parties, people. Two parties who claimed the other party tried to rig elections. That don't scare you that they both are trying to get us to believe that the other one did it? Don't that make you feel like y'all both be involved in shit like this? Like y'all both trying to get us to believe that the other person rigged the election. Donald Trump started it. This election is rigged. Then the Democrats said collusion. Like Donald Trump said collusion. Then we go and with the Democrats said now he's trying to rig the election. He's trying to do the ballot. He's calling people directly trying to get vote. They're both saying that the other person is rigging an election. We do have common sense. That means somebody did, or both of y'all been involved. That's all I'm saying. That common sense is a bitch because that common sense will make you really doubt every single thing. That's why the super Republicans are being placed in high courts. They're playing the long game. Yep. And Democrats are just dumb as hell and want to look fair. And Democrats are dumb as hell because Democrats still want to have a 90,000-year-old president who is right now being run like just all he's a figurehead. You talk about a figurehead. Don't disbelieve your lying eyes. When you see President Biden, do you think he's capable of running this country? Just give yourself the eye test. That's all. Just give yourself the eye test.
Senior citizens got rights too, Mike. No, but then seriously, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
We know.
It's like that Mitch McConnell guy. Yeah, I said something ain't right.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell is dazing off into space and getting pulled away from press conferences. And once again, it's both parties. And they have an agenda.
But we got Kamala as the backup, so she's ready to step in and do her thing. And she won the bus.
Let me tell you how bad Kamala is.
Oh, Mike, no, I like Kamala.
Let me tell you, Kamala is so bad.
People always want to come at me here.
Kamala is let me take that back. Not how bad. No, I'm gonna keep it. This woman is standing next to a president that the rest of the world is literally sitting there going, this guy don't know what he's doing. And Kamala, they still won't back you up to run for the presidency. They still won't back you up. Nobody even mentions, just let Kamala run. Nope. Because we know why they put you there.
Always looks like he's going for. So they just not ready for a black female? Is that what it is?
She's not in the mix of this. She's not in the rig club. They don't need her. So for whatever you want to say about Obama, for whatever you want to say good or bad for Obama, you believed Obama was in this game running shit.
Yeah, you felt like he was in control. Yeah.
Now, whether the facts at the end of the day, because once again, you can have somebody who's super smart, who's in this is their whole life as politics, who could name you a laundry list of things Obama didn't do and a laundry list of things that he did do. But at least we were confident that we had a president that when he spoke to the world, they actually stood up and listened. And he could literally be like, okay, whether you agree with the point he was making or not, you knew that the rest of the country the rest of the world was listening. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I never even heard someone say anything about Kamala. Nothing.
Yeah, we got to get Kamala in there. Kamala 2024. Well, wait, when is it up? 2025? Yeah, whatever.
This is, and Lady Q, I will tell you this, and I will be honest with this, and I'm not going to overthink it. I am so scared. I am so scared of what this country is going to look like. Now, mind you, go out and vote today, y'all. Y'all go out and vote. These votes are super crucial. There are a bunch of legislation that's trying to be run in Dallas and Texas and proposals, I should say. I changed my mind. I'm going to vote for Kamala.
Just as confused, but go ahead. He's joking. But go ahead, obviously.
So those
you said you're scared.
I am so scared what is going to happen to this country and how we're going to light ourselves on fire when the next presidential election happens. I'm so scared of what people are building up. The propaganda that's going to have to be spread on both sides. Number one, the Republican Party has to spread propaganda to get Trump out the way. Number two, the Democrats have to spread propaganda to get you to believe that Joe Biden can even live another 4 years. Forget doing a job. They got to get you to believe that he can make it.
Joey B, what is he, 77, right? Something
He's
like
in
that.
his 80s, right?
I'm going to Google it. Joe Biden's age.
We got people who are ready.
80, yeah, he 80.
This country right now,
November 20th, his birthday coming up.
I'm so fearful for what could happen when this election pops off, and the rhetoric that's going to be spread, and social media is going to be right on the front line of spreading all the rhetoric on both sides, and people are going to be incensed, and people are going to be irrational, and people are not going to think clearly, and people are going to be emotional to the highest level. I am so fearful what that election is going to look like.
Trump 77. So
Yeah.
I mean, was a 3-year difference?
They got Obama looking like we voted in a teenager.
When is the election again? Like, when is the presidency up? Like, I don't even know what is it. I don't even know what
you
year.
cannot tell people to vote and then talk about when does the the election?
When does the 4 years end for Joey B?
Can you just give Lady Q a square? Just give her a square, yo. Just give her a square.
I mean,
crazy, yo.
You don't know either. That's what I'm saying. You don't know.
I always know it's November.
I no. But when is his 4 years up? When did he get sworn in, and when does he leave? Technically, see, that's my point.
It would be 24.
What year did he get sworn in?
Has it been 4 years yet?
Yeah, we're not the one to come to.
Dude, if anybody can remember exactly how many years Joe Biden's been, you please tell me, because you know why it's so hard? You know why it's so hard? Because Donald Trump has blurred the line so much that you almost feel like you forget that Donald Trump, do you know Donald Trump was only in for one term?
That was it, 4 years.
If he wins and passes away, they're going to do something to Kamala so the nutty House Speaker can get into, girl, I don't even want movies ain't got nothing.
Next year. Oh, so next year. So 2024.
Yeah, so it will be November of next year.
Okay. So this is so Joe, we got a year to get these right. Okay.
Man, I am fearful for real of what this country is going to look like. I don't know what we're going to, man, listen. And I'm not mad at TikTok. I'm not mad at I'm not mad at social media. Well, I'm not mad at TikTok. But boy, you talk about something that will spark up stuff and will have people, you don't know what to believe on TikTok. You really don't. You don't know what to believe. Some of this stuff could be the absolute truth, but you have no clue. How do I factually fact check this? But all right, y'all. Y'all done got me all. Now I got to go to work and calm down. What will be the difference? It's been bad for 3. Yeah, we're blessed. Don't forget we're blessed. We're still blessed, y'all. So I don't want to leave y'all on a downer. They got a plan for everything, and others have a plan for nothing. I don't know. I think they both got plans. I just don't think we're ever going to be given an opportunity to know these plans. The new president goes in January 1st of next year. Don Page, thank you. That's the basic skills here. Michael Shawn the Takeover Legends. At least we got that right.
Well, 2025, because he's good to 24.
Don't fight back. Don't fight back, man. You're gonna make us look even worse. We're gonna make us look even worse.
No,
new president 2025.
Hence, Project 20. Project 2025. That's been the whole thing this whole time. Yeah, that's when they get sworn in January 2025.
It doesn't matter who the president. Yes, God, yep. At the end of the day, God is in control, no matter what. Absolutely, Chris. That's what I lean on.
That ain't gonna work this time, though. We can't just say God. We just let God take the wheel. I think you gotta get out and vote.
At the end of the day, that's what we're doing. As much as we talk, and we at the end of the day, we're like, yo, God. Check this out.
We need this one.
We're gonna need some type of. We need somebody special. We need some group of people and not me. Don't call me because I know I'm not built. I got situations going on. God, we just need some help. We need a lot of help. Like red alert. If I had a siren, I'd put the siren on. We need a lot of help right now. All right, man. Let's get out of here. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Sexy Mo will be back tomorrow. And we'll rock out. And I'm on my way to start today's a long day, yo. I gotta start. I gotta count my I'm blessed. Say it with me, yo. You're blessed. Say I'm blessed. Just say it. Say I'm blessed. Text it.
Everybody blessed.
Put it in the comments.
Just
Say
say
I'm
you're
blessed.
blessed.
Just say I'm blessed. Put it in the comments. Everybody, put it in the comments. Say I'm blessed. I don't like leaving y'all like this. I don't think it's right. I want y'all to be inspired. I want y'all to understand. Think there are a lot of good blessings in your life right now. We can't allow this and conversations like this to get us in our brain like it's all bad. It's not. It's not. So wait, the DJ's not. Tosh, I was trying to give you inspiration.
See, I was trying to go with that. I'm blessed. Lady Q said it.
I'm blessed.
I'm blessed.
I'm blessed.
Queen board.
For whatever you blessed for, whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Listen,
he said, can I still get that drop? I'm blessed.
Oh yeah, Chris. I can't. I don't. I've been so busy. Faster. He wants me to do a drop. Let me ask Jay Black if I should do the drop.
Queen.
Remember when I used to do Michael Shawn is losing his mind.
Yeah, I remember that.
He wants me to do that drop, but I'm like, do you want me to say Michael Shawn or do you want me to say your DJ name? And am I giving you my drop? Like that is my drop.
You need to do some production for you, and then we call it a wash.
Yeah, we'll do some production. We'll do a deal because I know every time because now your comments are like I don't check that where those messages are like that, but I gotta check.
Yeah, he's on Facebook, so he probably hit you on Messenger. That's the Facebook logo. That's how you can tell where they commenting from. So he's
all right. We got distracted. Come on, y'all. Put I'm blessed.
Oh, I'm blessed.
I'm blessed.
I'm blessed. Surely do. I'm blessed. Have a blessed day.
You are blessed.
Afro Queen.
Blessed. Yes, Afro Queen.
Tues, Stacy Mitchell. We're Magic Mike.
Yeah.
RG Parker.
Yes. So blessed. RG Parker. Yes. That's how we want to end the show like that. We're not going to end it on the doom and gloom. You enjoy today's Tuesday. You enjoy I hope everything works out for you in your day, your 24 hours. I hope it all works out. I hope things go smoothly. I hope you enjoy. I hope you prosper. I hope you get what you want. Just a peaceful, calm, enjoyable day.
I want to find some money on the ground.
But see, now you want to go to greed.
I want to find some money. Let me be blessed to find some money on the ground.
Well, damn it. If it's that, hit me on my Cash App, y'all. Tell me how much $M Shawn SHAWN 0902.
No, for real, did he quit? I'm still trying to figure out what's up.
He was never on.
He was
never on, son. That's my dude. That's my I don't know. Nikki White Chocolate, you're blessed. You're blessed.
Nikki's definitely blessed.
Yes.
Nikki's been through some trials and tribulations to show.
Blessed.
She's blessed.
Double it up. And I'm complaining about going to this job right now. I'm blessed to have the job. I'm blessed.
Yes, we're blessed that we woke up this morning. We're blessed to go to work. Yes. If you live in paycheck to paycheck, you're blessed to live paycheck to paycheck.
Yes.
Some people that ain't living paycheck to paycheck.
You're right. I was little shaky on what you were saying, but you're right. Mm-hmm. You are absolutely right. You have the opportunity for change today. Do it in a good way. Yeah, that's my Cash App right there. So if you want to bless me, $M Shawn 090. I'm taking $1, $3, $5. Listen, it's all to keep this show going because we got to start paying for the StreamYard and all that good stuff. We're going to start. Yeah, there's a whole lot coming out.
Yeah.
Check. My twins are going on a senior trip that I'm trying to collect money for. I'm about to literally put a Cash App. Be like, yo, my daughters are seniors. Listen, Mike Shawn going to need you to hit me on his Cash App.
It's a business. He did like the church.
I'm the business.
It's a business.
It's a business.
And then he said, well, you can donate right here.
You can donate and share them blessings.
Because the only way you get more is by sharing.
Yeah, you gotta give. You gotta give to get.
You gotta give to receive. What just happened?
Have a spectacular day on purpose, damn it. All right, I'm out.
T-Storm,
what up? You're blessed, T-Storm. You're blessed. You're blessed, homie. No matter what's going on in life, you're blessed. We don't want doom and gloom.
We need some production. Is T-Storm still in production?
T-Storm, one of the dopest I've ever seen do production.
He's still doing it. Yeah, he used to work with us at Hot 97. He was the guy that was making all the drops.
I don't want to speak too soon. Because I don't know the details. I just show up to Jonesy show on Monday morning. So I don't know.
Oh, he's there too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But if I'm speaking out of turn, T-Storm, I apologize. But I'm pretty sure he does something for radio. And I got to get the OnlyFans popping. Yeah, I got to get the first OnlyFans that has nothing to do with sexuality. It's just going to be me just doing little dances and stuff like that. You're blessed. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. So understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second.
End on a song. We're going to end on a song.
You fight for everything. Fight for your happiness. Never let anybody take it from you. Go ahead, end on a song. What song we got? What song we doing?
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when December comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Yeah. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Every day.
My son wears
tight shirts. To the gym or wherever. Tight shirts. Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, Michael Sean and We the Worst Records, Pluto, Aristotle, and P Skills have just destroyed or created another perfectly horrible song. Yeah. Check out the next single, Grown Man Wearing Skinny Jeans. It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C-Chum, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends are back. Yeah.
Go win.